I'm Marcus Schneider, you're watching Schneider Classics, and today we're going to be working on this amazing project. This thing. Don't worry, there's tons of videos coming. So this wonderful thing, if we pop off the cover here. Oh, wonderful. So I get to go through and do every single wire in this, because you see, that's corroded, that's corroded, that's corroded. This coil pack looks okay. I need to go through and remake every wire. This black guy goes down to here to this coil pack. Oh, I don't fully remember where this orange one goes. That red one goes to that red one. Orange one goes to this orange one. And I have to go through and remake every wire one by one through this harness. And then I got to make a head gasket for it. Like, look at the past repairs here. Just tape it up, right? Oh, this is gonna be fun. Well, I may have fun playing with this. So as you can see here, I got a lot of new wires done up and stuff, and what I like to do is I like to even solder the connection itself. So like when you put on a crimped connection here, I crimp it and then I also solder it to the crimp connection, and then some good old liquid electrical tape and some shrink wrap, and you get beautiful connections like this. You can see it's not fully covered there. There's some solder, if the camera will focus, there's some solder in there into the connection, so the wire's soldered and then it's covered to make it waterproof, because this is a boat motor. I still need to do the thermostat gasket on it and the thermostat, but I think for it to run over a couple times, I think we're good if I do that, because I want to see if this harness is good. So we got all our key linkage goes to here. I am going to put a shrink wrap over all these. The reason this is done up like this is because originally it was a connection, but this thing is completely corroded like junk. So I'm gonna put shrink wrap on all of these after, act as that seal, and then you'll have to cut shrink wrap to unconnect them, reconnect them, and then re-shrink wrap it. But I think that's okay temp fix. All these are all our wires. This blue one here goes to activate the coil there. Red is our power, because power comes through the switch and then it goes through the switch and then it goes back to activate the solenoid. That's right here, which activates the starter. This is our main power wire. It goes over to this switch, which I think goes off of a some type of magneto or something to activate it in here, which then comes back into itself. This coil, which then goes and also it has, yeah, okay, it activates this coil, which then activates the two separate coils, which then gives us spark, if that makes sense. So it's a lot of jumping all over this thing. But let's see if she turns over. The key's obviously working. Bad solenoid. So it has a bad solenoid. That's fine, that's whatever. Let's see if she has spark at least then. Lots of spark. Lots of spark. So let's make a new gasket here for this stuff. Once this has a new gasket for the thermostat, we'll plug this in, maybe throw a little fuel in it and see if it runs.
Is there a race track?
So I did what I was supposed to with this motor. I don't know if the guy will want me to work on it past, so if this is the end of the video, this is the end of the video. The wiring harness works and runs because I was just supposed to rewire it and do the gasket. It's wired and does the gasket. It needs a fuse and it needs a starter solenoid. It'll be on to whatever's next, so stay tuned.